Let us start the new lesson, chapter number 5, periodic classification of element. Most important chapter for your further study also. See, you know that 118 to 19 elements are known. In your textbook 118 given. Out of 118 elements, 94 are found in nature, and remaining are prepared in laboratory. Okay? You know that each and every element reacts with other element and form millions and trillions of compounds, with numerous compounds. If you want to learn about these numerous compounds, their properties, chemical properties, physical properties, their reactions, their preparations, then it is quite difficult. So we have to first classify it, so that according to the classification we can find out the similar properties together, similar elements having similar properties together. Okay, so this is the reason why we classified all these 118 elements. Now the first try, it was made by Dobrynin in 1817. He was a chemist. At that time, few elements were known, not 118 elements. Few elements were known at that time. Around about 40 to 50 elements were known. So Dobrynin make a group of 3 elements. Make a group of 3 elements according to the similar properties of element. Okay? He made a group of 3 elements, and that's why the group is known as triads. So the first ever try to find out, to set this classification of element, that is Dobrynin. It is called Dobrynin's triads because he made 3 elements together with according to their similar property. Okay? Now, in which way? Means what is the basic of this Dobrynin's triad? As for example, Dobrynin take 3 elements like lithium, sodium and potassium. He tried to make like this. See, lithium, sodium and potassium. He took these 3 elements. Its atomic mass of this 3 element is 7, 23 and 39. So he tried to make the average of the first and last like this. 7 plus 39 divided by 2. First and last. Average of this. Average. 39 plus 7. 46 divided by 2 is 23, and 23 lies here exactly at the middle. So the first element is atomic mass plus last element is atomic mass and average of it, that is called sodium. Okay, means he placed the average atomic mass, means element exactly at the middle, and in this way he made this triplex group, that is called triads. But naturally you can say that he is failed to make all these things. Why? Because very few elements were known at the time. Every time it is not necessary that the first element and the last element, its average is always the middle one. Maybe this type of one group is formed, but every time it is not necessary to form the triplex of 3 group. Okay, so this is the Dobrynin's limitation, and Dobrynin was failed to explain all these things. Lithium, calcium, chlorine, well known is, okay, the first lithium, sodium, potassium, the first triad is, second triad is given calcium, strontium and barium, and the third group is given in your textbook, that chlorine, bromine and iodine, that is halogen. So in this way, he made triplets of three groups, three elements, and he made three groups, very well known group. But afterwards, he failed to explain that average of first and last, it could be middle one. Okay, every time it is not possible. So after that, another scientist came. Another scientist attempt to make Dobrynin's this classification. The name of the scientist is Newland. It is called Newland's law of octaves. Scientist Newland prepared the classification of 56 elements. At that time, 56 elements were known, and according to the increasing order of atomic masses and the similar properties they make together, and he formed octave rules or law of octave, that in increasing order of atomic mass, 7 elements are set in increasing order, and every 8th element is placed exactly below the first element. Okay, so sometimes it is also compared with notes of music also. As for example, see in your textbook on page number 81 it is given, right, that attempts of Dobrynin encouraged other chemists to correlate the properties of elements with their atomic masses. In 1866, John Newland, an English scientist, arranged the known element in the order of increasing atomic masses. Means he arranged these elements according to the order of increasing atomic masses. Okay, he started with the element having the lowest atomic mass, hydrogen, and ended at thorium, which was the 56th element. So at that time only 56 elements were known, and he tried to arrange 56 elements. So he compared this to the octave found in music, and that's why it is called law of octave, Newland's law of octave. According to him, okay, do re mi fa sol la ti, that is sa re ga ma pa da ni. Okay, in English it is called do re mi fa sol la ti. Hydrogen, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. Do re mi fa sol la ti. Okay, sa re ga ma pa da ni. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every 8 number element he placed exactly below the first one, so that their properties are similar, and they are arranged in the increasing order of atomic mass, like fluorine, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, in this way. So he tried to arrange the 56 elements in this way, but he was failed to explain all this thing. Why? Because every time it is not possible that every 8 number element is exactly below the first one, means having similar properties like this or this or this. Okay, some consequences are always there. So limitations. What are the limitations of Newland's octave? What are the limitations? The limitations are what? The law of octave was applicable only up to calcium. That is, atomic weight is 40. Law of octaves are applicable only up to calcium. Atomic weight is 40. Up to 40 only. After that, it was failed. After this, we can say that every 8 element did not possess the properties similar to that of the first one, and according to the postulate of Newland. Means after that, every 8th element could not be placed below the first one according to the law. Okay? So here law of octave is failed. So now sometimes he adjusted the table into one slot, that cobalt and nickel were put in one slot and these were placed in the same column as fluorine and chlorine and bromine, which are entirely different property. See in the table 5.3, cobalt and nickel is placed. Cobalt and nickel is placed in the first group of halogen, chlorine, bromine, group of halogen, but it is not fitted. In this group. Property wise, chemical property wise, cobalt and nickel is not fit to place in the halogen group. Okay? Then iron, which resemble cobalt and nickel in property, was placed far away. See, iron is placed in the last group. Iron is placed in the last group, though its property is similar to cobalt and nickel, but it is not placed in the first group, it is placed in the last group. So here you can say that it is failed. Also we can say that Newland's law of octave is applicable only for lighter elements. This law is applicable only for lighter elements. Means heavier elements could not be placed right or perfectly. These are the limitation of Newland's octave. Now after that, Mendeleev, okay, Russian chemist, and afterwards scientist. The total credit goes to the Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, many scientists continue to search for a pattern that correlate the properties of element, but the main credit goes to Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev, a Russian chemist. Now see Mendeleev's periodic table. See, at that time, 63 elements were known. You have to remember this digit also. 63 elements were known while Mendeleev start to make the periodic table. The basic of periodic table, Mendeleev's periodic table is what? he prepared this periodic table according to the increasing order of atomic masses and similar properties. Means he took two main characteristics: increasing order of atomic masses and similar chemical properties. You are not to learn the periodic table, but you have to see the periodic table on your page number 83. See, on the page number 83, periodic table, table number 5.4 is given. First group, second, third, fourth, in this way 8 groups are there, and the horizontal line they are known as rows. 6 rows are there. First group, oxides and hydrides are reacts like R2O and RH. R stands for any element like H2O, like carbon, CO, carbon monoxide, like this. So here the elements are given. See the elements properly. In this you can see some vacant place also. This is the significance of the Mendeleev's periodic table. That Mendeleev periodic table, Mendeleev places some place, he leaves some place vacant, and he said that, he predicted that. After that, in the future, this type of elements will be discovered, and this type of element it could place at this vacant place, and that's why he left some places vacant. Okay, and the reason is what? Many predictions, Mendeleev's prediction about the vacant place, it would be right. Okay, so which increases the importance of this Mendeleev's periodic table. See in the page number 83, topic number 5.2.1 given achievement of Mendeleev's periodic table. While developing the periodic table, there were a few instances where Mendeleev had to place an element with a slightly greater atomic mass before an element with a slightly lower atomic mass. Sometimes in this Mendeleev's periodic table, actually the Mendeleev's periodic table is arranged in this manner, increasing order of atomic masses. But sometimes he placed some element which has lower atomic mass, he placed this before than the higher atomic mass. Okay? As for example, see here on the 8th group, right, 8th group and the 4 number periods. Horizontal line is called period, vertical column is called group. So on the 8th group and 4th period, see iron, that is Fe, cobalt and nickel are there. Their atomic masses are given below it. Iron 55.85, cobalt obviously greater because increasing order of atomic mass, that is 58.93, and then nickel 58.71. It could be or it should be more than 58.93, but here he takes and he placed the nickel after cobalt instead of before cobalt, because their chemical properties are different, and that's why he made this type of changes. And he is right in this. The sequence was inverted so that the element with similar property could be grouped together. For example, cobalt atomic mass 58.9 appeared before nickel. Cobalt appeared before nickel. Though atomic mass of cobalt approximate 58.9 and atomic mass of nickel 58.7. So this is the change on the table, but he was right. Further, Mendeleev left some gaps in the periodic table. He left some gaps. In the periodic table. Okay, and he predicts about it, saying, instead of looking upon these gaps as defects, this is not the defect. Mendeleev boldly predicted the existence of some elements that had not been discovered at that time. Mendeleev named them by prefix Sanskrit numeral Eka. Eka means 1 to the name of preceding element in the same group. As for example, we can write here he left some gaps in the periodic table and he predict about these gaps. As for example, the important objective, scandium, gallium and germanium discovered later and have properties similar to scandium, germanium and gallium. Gallium and germanium. Scandium, gallium and germanium, all these three are discovered later. And the properties of scandium, gallium and germanium according to that prediction, scandium means Sc, its property is just like Eka boron. Gallium, the symbol is Ga, its property is just like Eka aluminium. And germanium, Ge, its property is just like Eka silicon. Okay, so properties of Eka aluminium predicted by Mendeleev and those of the element gallium which was discovered later and it replaced the Eka aluminium in the list. So it provides the convincing evidence for both the correctness and usefulness of Mendeleev's periodic table. That's why we say that Mendeleev's periodic table is most important. Right? Because whatever he predicts, he never wrong. Okay, prediction is about right. Every time his prediction is right. It proves right. Okay? But as I said that some limitations are always there. So what are the limitations of Mendeleev's classification? See on page number 94. Limitations. Limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table, that no fixed position can be given to hydrogen in the periodic table. This was the first limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table, that what? No fixed position is given to the element hydrogen. Okay, no fixed position is given to hydrogen in the periodic table. They could not assign a correct position of hydrogen in this table. Isotopes were discovered later. Right? Isotopes were discovered later, long after Mendeleev had proposed this periodic classification of element, and that's why it is said that he could not say about isotopes. Okay, he could predict about other element, but he could not predict about isotopes. What do you mean by isotope? Can you recall it? Isotopes means their atomic masses are different, but their chemical properties are same. Isotopes, atomic masses are different, and their chemical properties are same. Known as isotopes. Okay? That means it is said that isotopes poses a challenge to this Mendeleev's periodic table, because at that time only 63 elements were known and he assigned 63 elements only. Another problem was that the atomic masses do not increase in a regular manner. Atomic masses do not increase in a regular manner. Though the law is given by the Mendeleev periodic law of classification, Mendeleev's periodic law of classification. According to this, he set this periodic table of increasing order of atomic masses, but atomic masses do not increase in a uniform manner or regular manner, and that's why it was not possible to predict how many elements could be discovered between two elements, and so it could not be possible to predict how many elements could be discovered. How many elements could be discovered between two elements. So these are the limitations. Especially you can consider here the heavier element, between two heavier elements like radium, thorium, plutonium, neptunium. Okay, two elements like heavier element. Between two heavy elements, many other elements are also lies, but we could Mendeleev could not assign them. Okay, and the last one is about Mendeleev's periodic law. Okay. Mendeleev's periodic law. Mendeleev's periodic law is what? One line and 1 mark question. Most timely question. Mendeleev's periodic law. You know that Mendeleev prepared this table according to the increasing order of atomic masses. So it is said that physical and chemical properties of the elements, physical and chemical properties of the elements properties of elements are the periodic function of their atomic masses. Properties, physical and chemical properties of the elements they are the periodic function one by another successive. They are the periodic function of their atomic mass. Okay? This is the Mendeleev's periodic law based on increasing order of atomic mass. Afterward, we were going to start modern periodic table. So, not only one scientist but many sciences together prepare this to overcome some limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table. And when the 118 elements discovered, right after that, the classification of this 118 elements is difficult according to this atomic masses, right? And that's why scientists prepare modern periodic table. We will discuss it in the next lecture.